Hi, I think we are live here at my office in Laguna Beach. Sorry, I'm late. It's the holidays, can you tell? I assume nobody's stressed or running late or having the holidays chores to do. But anyway, so what I wanted to talk to you about today is 3 weeks. It's going to be the end of another year. Can you believe it? And just in 3 weeks, it's going to be 2020. But not only is it the end of the year, it is the end of the decade. I'm just checking to see if my microphone is working because I think I had a comment that the microphone wasn't working too well. I mean, because I had the volume down, but hopefully it's working better this time. And I love it when there's comments so that I know that you're listening and that there is feedback, and I'm always welcome to suggestions. But anyway, so what I was saying is that it's the end of a decade. I mean, it's not just the end of 2019, it's end of the year. It's another end of a decade. And what I wanted to, and I was just realizing this a couple of months ago and thinking back, where was I 10 years ago? And have I accomplished what I wanted to do? And I don't want to move forward and make the same mistakes. So I thought this is a good time to remind everybody, this is a time to invest in your health, because I was wondering, what, do you have any symptoms that are bothering you? Any particular symptoms? Oh, I was printing some notes for myself. Be right back. And nothing like being prepared, right? But anyway, so I wanted to know, if you stop and think about it, what's the one thing bothering you? If you could change one thing, without that one thing, what would your life be like? So, for me, taking care of people is not just about the body, it's about the mind too. So, I mean, maybe it's handling stress. Maybe it's being patient with your children, or being kind and thoughtful to your spouse. Or maybe it's not having headaches, or having indigestion and heartburn, or having bloatiness and belly pains. I was checking in on welcome, coming in, joining us. So it could be, what would life be like without having chronic diarrhea? Would that improve your life? So I see this a lot of times in the ER, and actually you're probably thinking, how is it that I know that people are getting better or changing their lives? And it's actually, we have a lot of frequent flyers that come to the ER. And sometimes these are people who have, who can't handle stress that well, and they come in with a panic attack, or an alcoholic, and they were found down and out and passed out, brought in by a bystander, or a methamphetamine user, or someone who had a massive heart attack for the first time. But now I'm not saying that those are the frequent flyers, but that's the first time. But that is the nidus, or the reason when they start to think, I should change my lifestyle, or I should do something. So I don't, the incident for the meth user or the alcoholic or the person who has anger, is out of control. And, I've seen this. Someone comes home and dinner's not on the table, and he takes a shotgun out, and she tries to block the shotgun, and it goes through her hand, through the head, ricochets, hits the child, and she doesn't want to press charges because it's her loving husband, right? But it's because he was frustrated, upset with his job, or whatever it is, and our society's become more violent. So I think that we need to get a handle of stress, manage that, always take deep breaths, take a moment. If that's one of your issues, or if it's symptoms of bloatiness and chronic pain, fatigue is a big one. what would life be if you had abundance of energy all the time? Wouldn't that be wonderful? If you have that all the time, that's just a matter of looking at your micronutrients, because really to test your the mitochondrial function, you have to do a biopsy, but I'm going to get into that in the next one. But so I just wanted you to think about, what is that one thing that's bothering you? If you had that one thing and that one thing was out of your life, what would that be? Let's make a plan for the next decade or even this next new year, and let's just make 1 year resolutions that people are going to forget about. Let's make a plan of something and invest in your health. So just think about it. What if you did another year of nothing? You'd be the same, right? So everything that you know now is what you would know. And what if you would consider investing in your health and working with someone like me? It doesn't have to be me, it could be with anyone, though I do focus on, I'm going to go this way and point this way, on personalized care. And for you to have wellness, have vitality, live long, and look youthful this way, right? And I use an integrative approach, so the whole body, and using other areas that we discuss, like being mindful, meditation, that maybe that type of thing. That's what I say. So anyway, I want you to think about investing in your health. Think about what life would be without that one thing. What is that worth to you? What is the value of that if your life could just be smooth and easy and symptom-free? I think that value is not as much as it is when you go to a dinner with friends with cocktails and things, or having a weekend at Disneyland, something. So think about the cost difference. What would that like to enjoy that? And consider possibly coming to see me, have an evaluation with me. I do a general wellness assessment to see how well you are, and to see how much, to see if your lifestyle is in balance, if you need to do anything. So that is only $150, very reasonable for a 30-minute evaluation. You fill out a few forms, you fill out the symptom forms, and then I can tell you where you fall on the scale of wellness. And basically, before you even come into me, you can evaluate. It's just the two things: your lifestyle. If you're out partying and you don't hydrate and you do a lot of drugs and drink a lot of alcohol, I think you would kind of know what kind of lifestyle you would what you might want to change in that lifestyle, or if you don't sleep and you're up all night. So some of those issues are simple lifestyle issues. So if you have lifestyle and nutrition, if you eat just fast food, never eat, and you just eat things out of a box, you want to start eating whole foods, clean foods. So those two lifestyles. So let's say that you, in this next decade, take a plan of working on those two factors, and you've done those two factors perfectly, but you're still having that one symptom, or that one thing still bothering you. Well, that's when you would want to come in to see me, because I can tweak that lifestyle a little bit, maybe give an adjustment. I could tweak the nutrition, and then I can do the testing and look at the micronutrients and look and see where you are, see where your cells are, see how well they're functioning, and get you all the vitality on all that energy that you want, if that's your issue, right? So evaluate that and see the difference between the cost of doing nothing and the cost of actually working with someone. It could be me, it could be anyone that you want. If you choose me, then I would like you to go, let's see, how do I share this? I practice this, and now the